Back, guys. First of all, I'm back. And as you guys can see, I am sitting on the ground. I am in the middle of my little circle and I am sitting on the ground. I'm back, guys. My other stream got messed up. My skin looks a little dry. My other stream got messed up. I hate this guy. God, he doesn't know how to go away. And I bet you his daughter ain't gonna never get married either. I feel really sorry for that child. His daughter is gonna go through hell because of the type of person that he is. He has like a 13-year-old, 14-year-old daughter. She gonna go through hell in life because of her father. I'm sitting on the ground, you guys. Oh, this feels so good sitting here grounded. He's like, just get in our altar. You know what? I think he's been with me since I've been a little kid, but he was a little kid too. And he used to build like teepees. I remember us building teepees together and forts and stuff to protect ourselves from bad energy and shit. And now if he got married to old girl, you think I would be trying to mess up his marriage to her? No. And I'm so sick of this guy. He's so annoying. Anyway, I'm about to go in the house, y'all. I'm going to do this while I'm on camera too, just so that we can catch some moments of me getting this set up, because I'm about to bring my May baskets out here. And as soon as my flowers get here, I'm going to bring my cauldron out here. So I'm getting ready to get set up for my ritual because it looks like we're going to have sunny skies today, which is a good thing. So the sun is shining on my wedding day. I can't stand this guy. Like, I why would you contact me? Like, I just want to strangle him. He's so stupid. He's such an idiot. God, I swear, y'all. It'd be nice. I'm going to wait. Like, we're going to get all of the candles and stuff out here because this place is going to be lit up tonight. I'm going to bring a little blanket to sit down here, like, and I'm gonna bring my baskets and stuff out here, and I can't start a fire out here though, guys. I can't do that because I ended up not getting the fire pit. Like, at least you want to have like some kind of like bottom of a grill or something. Like, you don't want to just be burning shit because you'll start a fire. Like, I think that's how them fires got started in them forests and shit. And I guess it's burning down something. Maybe it's cleansing the land. Who knows? You know, nature lets what happens what's best for the people. Like I was saying though, I dated a reptilian. Thank you, anti-ADOS guy. This guy that I was dating is like he's a demon. I've been going through every scenario. I'd like to get a reading. You know who I need to contact is Fleur Brun. And she's from New York too. I want to know what the fuck he is. I want to know what he is exactly. Because I think that if I would know exactly what he was, I think that my hair would just turn ghost white. So spirit is just like, maybe I'm ready to actually know what he is. Maybe I'm not ready. I just want him to leave me the fuck alone. I can't believe it. Like, dude, you don't even know me. Like, I knew you for like 6 months. I've literally seen you a handful of times. You are not that fucking special. You were not there when any of my children were born. You don't know me at all. You don't know a fucking thing about me or my family. I gotta let it out. Um. Ah. Nam yo harenge kyo. I hate this guy. I swear to God, I hate him so much. The reason why I give such a big reaction to him is because I'm allergic to him. His kind, it just, please, God, just take it out of my life forever, please. Forever. And no, I do not have to sacrifice any of my children. Did you hear those sick women? Ugh. Take, if, did y'all hear those sick women? I'm like, yeah, Jacob's gonna be in that fireplace. The bitch, are you stupid? You are a disgusting, vile. We know they stink bad. The fumes I can smell how funky these two women are. And I don't care about what you were doing. I just care about my content being up on your channel. You endless, babbling fool. I hate him so much. I swear to God. And he's thinking about me, calling me. Why are you calling me? Why? What? Somebody asked him, make a show tonight. I'm going to donate to LA tonight. I'm going to donate some money to LA to do a show and ask him. Okay? I'm going to contact LA and I'm going to send him some money. Okay, so maybe the black sector could be useful against Mike. Maybe y'all can have some use. Make a hangout and say, and roast him and say, why are you contacting this woman? Why are you contacting this woman? Somebody needs to ask him that. Hold on. The last time, okay. Oh my fucking God. Okay. Good. You know, it wouldn't be much, you know what I'm saying? I'm honestly, I'm wealthy. I ain't really wealthy yet. I will be very soon. Like, and I'm ready. I am so fucking ready. I am so fucking ready, man. I swear to God. And see, that's the energy that they try to steal. You can't steal it. All you do is make everybody uncomfortable. You make me feel uncomfortable because my spirits and ancestors, they gonna say, take it back and go to battle. And then you're gonna get upset because it's like you can't trade magic like Pokemon cards. It's not meant to happen like that. And you'll kill yourself trying to get somebody else's magic. Create your own, develop your own. I was just talking to my children about their solar plexus today. I'm teaching my children about chakras. Because everything that everybody in your life has done has been chakra destroying. You know, I never tried to destroy my children's chakra. I always built them up. It was other people around. And my family had a breakthrough too. You know, when you have your family arguments or discussions, you don't take it as an ending. You take it as a new beginning. But see, many people don't know how to think positive. So that's how I hold my family together. I'm not going to fall for the okie doke again. Oh, I'm joking, y'all. They're going to move out. In fact, they're going to roommate together for a little while. But at least I'll be sending them off into the world with money. My children are not going to leave here empty-handed, having to go move in with women just to get by like you. He tried to brag. This man tried to brag about his son moving into with a woman. Oh, he got a girlfriend, and we all know next thing he gonna be moving in with this little girlfriend, which is their business, but that's the same thing their father did. That's why you're not an independent man. That's why you're always sad and unhappy. My son gonna move out on his own with money in his pocket. With money in his pocket. And that's why he jealous. They all jealous of my children because they already see that when my children leave this beautiful home, that they gonna have what they need. And they not gonna have to go out there and rob nobody or steal from nobody or struggle. And you can change your life too. I've never robbed, my parents were not the best. In fact, I dropped out of school to get a job because I didn't even have money for pads or clothes or shoes. All right, go to school. I ain't even got no clothes. Gotta school. Yeah. Those are our parents. Eh, eh, and a lot of y'all will send y'all children to school in rags talking about, but he going to school. What? Like, it seems like to me you can't afford school. And in this society we base our dress on, and if I dressed the way I really wanted to dress, because I like the bohemian fairy-ish style. Like, I started to design clothes, but I would just be getting inspired by some of the designs that we've seen in history. I'd love to make me some robes and stuff. I need more robes and gowns and stuff for when I'm doing my rituals. Because I was like Texas Derby baby. My parents never treated me like a girl. They always treated me like a boy. My father treated me like a boy. I'm not a tomboy. I was just treated like a boy my entire damn life. I'm just surveying my land like, yes, this is nice. Check it out. They cut a tree down back here. This one must have been evil. It was trying to fall on the house or something. Y'all see that tree stump? Oh my God, that's like a gate. What the hell is under there? I can hide stuff in there. I'm gonna be careful though, because that looks like a little portal. Oh shit, I done found a portal. I can put some chairs and stuff right here. So over here on the side of my house, y'all, I'm not trying to show y'all because my yard is so freaking big. And I'm not trying to show y'all where the hell I'm at. And I hope I didn't accidentally show y'all the street sign. Hey, did y'all see my street sign? Janice or anti-ADOS guy, did you see any street signs or anything that could lead you to my location? Because I'll have to take this down because their memory ain't that good. They ain't screenshotted it that quick. We're going to put some chairs and stuff right here. And then eventually I'll be able to put a barbecue grill and stuff. This backyard is actually pretty big. It's not as big as my front yard, but it's pretty big. I want to put some chairs and stuff out here. Oh yeah, y'all should see my front yard. It took that man like an hour and a half to cut my grass yesterday. And he only charged me $100, which, yeah, but my grass is probably going to cost me maybe $100 every couple of months. Because the grass is actually very healthy. It's kind of spotty a little bit, but it still looks good. I think it does. It could possibly, yeah. But it costed me $100 to get this grass cut. And he did a very good job, by the way. But the way that the grass grows, the wildflowers are so beautiful on the grass that you don't have to worry about getting it. It just looks like like some kind of beautiful scene out of a freaking magazine, the cover of a freaking magazine house. You know what I'm saying? It's like a dandelion dream. Like, and I felt bad cutting it down. Like, it didn't even want to be cut, but they'll grow back. Trust me, they'll grow back. Let me see if I can safely show y'all my yard without showing you my house. Yeah, I can't really show it. It's really beautiful. I can't show it because I would actually risk showing my house, and I do not want to do that. I swear to goddess, I do not like. In fact, I probably won't be open about my house. Like when you come and visit me, because there are going to be people that are going to come visit me. When you come and visit me, you will see the beauty and the splendor. Okay, is what I can tell you. And this area is really, really nice. And you guys can see that it's filled with trees. Sorry, I didn't mean to capture that little child on camera. Um, so it's actually a beautiful area. I've got a big tree right here. I've got about 5 trees. No, I've got about 10 trees. I'm going to count all these trees. There's about 10 trees surrounding the house. There's a little grass in my sunroom. And so be appreciative and to waste my freaking time arguing with a man that doesn't even know me. And then they'll say, she's not a real witch. If you saw this house, you know, if you came and visited me at my house, you'd be like, this bitch is a witch. I brushed my teeth today, y'all. My teeth are kind of weird looking. I need to brush my teeth, y'all. I rinsed my mouth out, but I haven't brushed my teeth. Like, I'm sorry. Why did I say that? Because I'm transparent. But if you came over here, you'd be, it looks like a witch's house. It does. It looks like a witch built this house. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's exactly what it looks like. And, you know, it's so big. Like, I can do several things with my yard. I can do whatever I want with my yard. I can put fountains. I can put statues. I can put garden gnomes, you know, which is, I'm gonna get some of that stuff. And I got some room to grow some stuff back here as well. I have room to grow some stuff back here. I have room for a garden in this backyard. So I have plenty of stuff to keep me occupied. I'm not bored at all. And see, boredom is also lack of appreciation. When I step inside of this, I feel grounded. And I'm about to bring all my flowers and stuff out here too. I can't show you my house. I'm not going to do that. If I was to show you this house, I'd have a million haters driving by my house. The block would be hot. Mike, his whole family, some more haters that's crazy and psychotic. They be throwing mud at my house and shit. I can have a wedding though, in either my front yard or my backyard. I can have weddings, and I probably will do weddings for people when I start. Which, you know, I don't understand why they're doing that or why they say that. Oh God, Jay Angel, she's definitely lying. If they had this address and knew exactly where I live, they wouldn't even be messing with me. They'd be too scared. Not let me because I'm waiting on my stuff to be delivered. And I was asking y'all buffering. Oh, thank you, anti-ADOS guy said I have the best content on YouTube. I agree. And I think that that's why this guy, but you know, I don't feel, and neither are my spirits. And you know, for you to harass somebody like again because I had to switch back over to my Wi-Fi, which when I go back outside, because I'm actually about to go back outside. Can y'all hear me now? Put it in the chat if I'm back, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, okay, good, good. I wanted to make sure because I had to make an entire phone call because I wanted to make sure that the lady that's shopping my order for me gets the replacements, that I wanted. Okay, here's another item. Wow, wow. Well, probably because it's late. I wonder if she got that. Hold on, guys. She was telling me that the store. Yeah, unapologetic Ella, it's people like Mike that are fucking with our frequencies. And see, he never was a good sexual partner because a person like him will keep you infertile. But let me tell you something. I already ovulated this month. And I'm gonna buy me some test strips so that I can keep track of it like next month. But I knew I was ovulating this month. Next month I'm gonna track it because sometimes my ovulation, my LH stage will be extended because okay, they don't have any white milk, but they have chocolate milk. I was rested, but I woke up and I kind of felt like somebody hit trust me, I know the difference. And I'm gonna be honest with you, he's gonna get tired before I do because the other times where I have battled this dude, like just for my sanity and my soul, because I mean, literally, he is going to keep going and 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 going until I give in. He's gonna keep trying. He's not gonna give up. I'm like so why would you like it's weird. It's so weird. And nobody like does this guy talk to any males that have good sense? I can imagine that even if somebody did go to him and say, hey man, listen, you're gonna have to leave this woman alone. He would probably people probably scared to tell him the truth because they know how he does. He's an evil little soulless demonic bastard. And it's not fair. It really isn't. I'm not his wife. I've never had children with that man. I mean, I personally think that he's a pedophile, and I think David. I think if David Icke was watching, Mike Mills, he'd say that dude is definitely a pedophile. He would definitely say that. He's just a weird weirdo. I don't want anything to do with him. Hey, Bobby, how are you, sweetie? All his friends are female. And that's what they are, females. Females. I believe that he comes from the fairy realm, but there's a dark fairy realm. The fairy realm is not all bubbles and unicorns and rainbows. It's not. It has, like, the fairy realm has a dark underground too. They do. Because the good fairies, they bless the babies. But the bad fairies, like Maleficent, or she was bad, she turned good because she, felt mothering instincts towards the baby. I think we might watch Maleficent tonight. I love that movie. Or part two. They have part two on YouTube. Which, we're from my estimations, we're gonna be eating dinner about 9 or 10. I'm gonna go outside and do my incantations and my devotionals because that's exactly what the green man told me. He said, marry me and your husband will come to you. And I believe it because the only time Like the last time I felt really comfortable with a guy was in my grandmother's backyard. My grandmother's backyard was like huge. I mean, her backyard was the same size as my front yard. Okay? If not bigger. So I grew up in this amazing beautiful house with my grandmother. Okay? And that's no lie, there my grandmother was such an amazing person. Let me talk about my grandma for a minute. She had encyclopedias. She had like a couple of sets of encyclopedias. And I remember her having an hourglass that had liquid in it, and it had like this black liquid. She had like all these different styles of iron glass, of hourglasses. Some of them were flat. They had sand in them. You turn them upside down and they did a pattern. So my grandmother had a lot of those, and I think that's how she grounded herself because my grandmother was an Aquarius. She still had a hard time grounding herself with everything that she was dealing with, and everything that my grandmother was dealing with, she passed the torch to me. Like the things she was dealing with for years, and my grandmother was actually on Zoloft. She was on Zoloft. She was on 25 milligrams of Zoloft. I think the last 20 or 30 years of her life because, there's like so much and so much that my grandmother was dealing with. I mean, just ridiculous. She had a lot of encyclopedias, but I remember her having, so I'm going to look that up on Amazon. It's an hourglass. It has like this liquid but so it's like this clear liquid. But then the hour is like a color and it's like a separate liquid. So when you turn it upside down, the colored liquid drops down and that's your hour. And I want to get that. She had a black one and I believe she had a white one or maybe even red. I can't really remember. Whenever I would get upset about anything, I would go and intuitively just sit in her living room. Her living room was like a sanctuary. Everything was grounding about my grandmother's house. She had a huge fireplace. And I just remember feeling so peaceful whenever we would light the fireplace. So that, I think everybody should have a fireplace in their house. But, that's because I actually invoked a lot of these deities to help get me the house that I want. Because if I feel I honestly have faith in the spirit guides that I work with and then the deities as well. And I don't agree with David Icke when he says that the deities are archons. I don't believe that because they don't force nothing on you. Okay. They're trying to give you signals that they are there for you, but they don't force it. And so I was working with Hestia and I had invoked her around Mabon. Was it Mabon? Around the winter solstice. It was around the winter solstice. I invoked Hestia. And Hestia guards over, her signs, like she hangs close to fireplaces. So that's why when I light my fireplace up, you may see orbs and stuff like, and it represents protection from bad spirits. Like a lot of people fear robbers, they fear rapists, they fear a lot of different things, but really you fearing the wrong thing. And yes, thank you, goddess. Show y'all my flowers. They're so beautiful. Y'all gonna come to me to get married. Watch. Y'all gonna be like, Jamila is going to marry me and my husband. I bet you your marriage will last forever. I bet you ain't nothing gonna come for you. Yeah, so anyway. So I want to get a bookshelf. My grandmother had a built-in bookshelf in her house. And the house is still in the family, which I'm very happy about it. I know that there was a few people that were a little bitter because she left it to her oldest living son. But, you know, I think that was a great idea for it to be left to my son and his daughter. And I never felt jealous over that. Like, there was some people in the, like, why do y'all waste y'all energy and time being jealous? I don't understand it. Okay. I know I was sort of in my lower vibrations last night and I shouldn't have been. But I think that it was something that was a necessary evil. Because I don't even like to call women out of their names. I call women goddess. I don't address women as bitches and hoes and tanks of horses or cows, whatever the fuck fantasy they have. I don't know. To be called a cow, that's actually a compliment. You know, I like when people compare me to animals, though. Let me take that back. Oh, cross stitching. I love that. I love women that sew. I love that. That's why I like watching that Annabelle movie, the first one. The very first one. Oh, you taking my bunny. The baby just took my bunny, y'all. Oh, God. You gonna play with it? Go ahead, baby. She just took my bunny off of my altar. She can have it, though. That means that the bunny is blessed. She hugging it. Oh, you're so sweet. You like the bunny? She acting shy right now. My grandmother raised me. My mother was too busy running the streets to be a mother. Grandmothers are awesome. Yeah, that's the one thing about me is that if my children, if I ever leave my house, it will be to go on a nature retreat. Like I don't like my children when I leave or either the grocery store. When I leave, they know that I'm either walking down to the lake or either going to the store. So I truly don't participate in those kinds of activities. I'm willing to go to certain parties and functions. And I'm even willing to visit other covens because covens invite you to commune with them a lot in different areas. And I actually was planning to go meet up with this one coven in Lawrence, but Spirit stopped me. I never even bothered to find out why Spirit shut that down, but I think it was a negative thing that it got shut down. Just like there was a few friends that I had in Kansas and the friendship got shut down by evil and negativity. And, those are the things that I regret. I don't regret coming on here and telling the truth about this guy and what he's been doing and telling the truth about how I really feel because that is how I feel. And you know what? The one thing about a person like him, he meant everything that he said. When I was staying in that hotel, he meant every damn word of it. He believed that I would never be able to accomplish this. He believed it. And he treated me like shit because I lived in a hotel. I will never forgive him for that. Like, you'll do that again and you'll try to fuck up my solar plexus chakra and I'm in my heart. I'm not going to let you do it anymore. So, no thank you. Bon voyage. For real. He has acted way too ignorant. He cannot change. He tries to pretend that he's classy in any way. I can honestly say that, just my energy and my vibrations go down when I deal with him in general. And, even though I don't let him do that to me now, but it's like I am so tired of you. I don't want anything to do with you. You're not even half of what I would want in a person, in a friend. And I'm sorry, leave me alone. Like I didn't see anybody else doing that but you. Remember that ugly song he made up? She's homeless. She's homeless. And it was like, Did anybody actually laugh at that? Like, you've got to be sick in your mind. And I was sitting there looking like this. This is how I was looking at him. And I look at my kids, and the kids look at me like, and somebody would say, well, that dude is crazy. And then he kept saying, move into a little apartment. Yeah, you can't get no big house. You ain't gonna do that. Now, I had to have underwriters look at my taxes and my income. I had to qualify for this house just like you would qualify for a mortgage. You think they would have rented this house to me if I didn't have proof of income? Like, are you stupid? Oh, I just made it all up. None of this is real, guys. None of this is real, That's what he wants you to believe. He wants you to believe, oh, she's poor and broke. Why is my rent paid? Why was my rent paid in advance? God, and we want to purge this. We're going to purge this. It wasn't even attractive. He's only attractive to a woman that is losing in life. That's why those women are there. That's the only people that want to sit around and hear that crap. I was over there watching Chrissy, mommy of 9, move into her new home while Nakers were running around harassing her, talking about, you need to just go and get you some housing assistance. This woman probably is clocking 6 figures per year or damn near close to it. So why would she need to go and get a Section 8 house? Like, why? And I swear to God, I truly believe that some of these African American people that are in social media, they are there to ignorant you and dumb you down. And especially the women. They can't believe that this single mother of 9 can raise and feed her children. And they hate the fact that her community that she's built will donate to her. But they don't like that. It's like, what is wrong with African American people? I just want to go Nam Yo Horenge Kyo. 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 You can tell I'm possessed by a spirit right now, but it's a good one. And I think they wanted to speak through me today because it's so frustrating. And you know what? Imagine being trapped in a house with a man like that. You dread him walking into the room because you just never know. He might be arguing with you. And they know how to put you on the high blood pressure, stroke, spiritual diet. Black folk got a high blood pressure, stroke ritual that they do on each other. They do. Where you're going to the surefire road, if you're in that frequency with them, you're going to get high blood pressure. Your kidneys are going to, they say, well, why are my kidneys all messed up? But you've been raising hell on every 5th Saturday of every month. And then the other time you were scared. And then the rest of the time you was arguing. And then the rest of the time you was doing this. And then you wonder why your kidneys failed. What the fuck? You don't know why your kidneys failed and why you ended up with heart disease? Thank you, Goddess. That felt good. They still don't know. They think that they're somehow broken. And it ain't just black people that got that problem, because it's white folks that's wrapped up in that, like, I have health problems. Trust me, I counsel your daughters and granddaughters too. What is wrong with y'all? My father could be in perfect health right now. My mother could be in perfect health right now. And that's why I wanted y'all to look at that David Icke. He said it, and I had never heard him say that. I knew that years ago. I knew that when I was a baby. I knew that when I came into the world, that people were entraining their brains for disease. All of the disease that you suffer is because you have told yourself that you, David Ick, he is qualified to tell this story, but I say it, but right now I'm kind of on a different frequency. It's a relief to know that there's people out there that understand this, because imagine you would feel like you were in the Twilight Zone. Remember that episode of the Twilight Zone when the woman had the normal nose, I guess seemingly normal human nose, but everybody else on the planet had a pig nose? And she was the only one, and she was like, and they were like looking at her like, what the fuck? But it's no doubt mind control. It's no doubt mind control. I like to listen to David. It makes you feel comforted to hear that finally somebody that got some damn sense. My blood pressure is up right now. Am I going to die? No, because I am constantly on a higher frequency than that, and I don't fear that shit. So when my blood pressure is normal. People say, oh, you got high blood pressure. No, I'm just passionate. They think that their passion and their spirit is high blood pressure. Your blood pressure is supposed to fluctuate. Oh, I've got some tingling going on right there. What is that? I don't know. Maybe it's just some tingling. Maybe something is wakening up in your body. Come on now. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm so tired of that. And I just want to get away from that. Like, I don't care how old you are, how short you are, how fat you are, how skinny you are. Well, I do kind of care about how fat you are. But I'd rather you be kind of plump than too skinny. Okay, seriously. As long as you got some, man, I'm going to put some meat on your bones anyway because I'm going to feed you. But I don't care. As long as you have that knowledge, I don't care. You can be an older man. You can be an older white man with silver hair. Good Lord. I can't suffer from the ignorance anymore. Ignorance. I'm allergic to ignorance. I've been this way. And you know what? I'm done dumbing myself down just so I can get along with people. That's really what a lot of us people, when you come into this world and you have an advanced thinking, I've been knowing this shit since I was a child. And there was a certain time frame when they completely was able to shut me off and shut down my chakras, was around my teens. But I still knew, and I just slowly developed myself, slowly, because there was everything working against me. My family, my mama, my daddy, my cousins, everybody wanted to be dumbed down. And that's hell. That's hell. And when you love somebody, but love is not enough. When you love somebody, you say, you know what, I love you with all my heart, but I can't take your ignorance, man. And your ignorance is bad for my heart. People will sit there and drink wine and say, this wine is bad for me. People will sit there, they can't even enjoy a slice of pizza. Every goddamn thing that you ingest in your body, food wise, you think it's bad for you. It's something wrong with it, even though you just cooked it. Well, if you've prepared it and you've touched it, then why is it bad? Why is it still bad for you? Why can't you just enjoy the shit? Why can't you, everything you touch, you transform? So even people that come and say, well, those cigarettes are bad for you. Oh, well, meat is bad for you. What are you talking about? I like the taste of the meat, and I transformed it once I cooked it. Now, if it's spoiled, I'm not going to cook it. Even though there's plenty of people that will eat some day old meat and they'll be fine. But I just, with everything going on now, that meat better be fresh. You can't be doing that. See, I bet you they changed things over there in Africa. Y'all notice how quickly Africa got rid of the Ebola? Y'all notice that? And there was black doctors and African scientists. They're not black, they're African. And they may just be whatever they want to call themselves. I mean, who's to say that the country of Africa or the continent of Africa is even called Africa. It might be called something totally different. Africa might be a spell. Everything they did was a spell, even the names of your states and your cities and your streets. And I'd rather live on Sweetgrass Lane. It's one of my old addresses, y'all. I'd rather live on a, Daisy Circle or some shit like that. I'm serious, man. And so Georgia has a really nice energy. There's an evil demon that lives in Georgia, in Gwinnett County, in a 7-bedroom house of hate and deplorable behavior. He knows that my spirit's got the power to run his ass up out of Georgia. I look forward to when he goes on vacations. Because when he goes on vacations, he's out of the state of Georgia, and Georgia feels different. It just feels like, oh my God, wow. The last time he went to Florida, I felt so fucking orgasmic. He did do one romantic thing. I'm going to tell you what brought us closer. And I'm going to tell this story, and I don't care about what they say. This is the true story. So I kind of fell in love with this guy at some point last year, and it was right around the time that I was beefing with Tina. And, Tina was trying to make me jealous and trying to mess with me and stuff. And so one day I thought something like it was a bad spirit that was on me, and was like, he drove to Florida to meet up with her. And so I started cussing his ass out. And so he texted me like 2 seconds later and was like, open the door, I'm outside. And it was just like, oh my God, like, you're still here. Hold on a minute, guys. I think that strengthened our bond that we had at that time a little bit, but he even set up that scenario. He was the one that was trying to make me think that, like, why would you purposely try to make me think that? And it's nothing against her, because I'm not beefing with her anymore at all. At all. In fact, I hope that she's doing well in life. I really do. I'm not beefing with Spirit Tree Naima. If they want to beef with me, then they can, but I am not beefing with them. I want to enjoy my happiness. I wish all of them well. Okay, that's how I feel. I don't care what you wanted to do or what you tried to do or what you was saying about me. Listen, it didn't happen, and it will never happen. I have faith in my spirits enough to not be beefing with you. So that's how I feel at this point. Literally the night before I moved out, I was being psychically attacked by that little short sawed off dude, not Mike, but the repairman for the property. And my spirit showed up, and it was about 20 angels. They just wrapped me in their arms, and I just laid in my bed and watched TV and was just like enjoying my show. I was fully into it. That's when I can tell that Blackistan is not affecting me, is when I can really, really get into the shows and stuff that I like. And Netflix has a lot of good shit on it. Like, Netflix is a rich source of spiritual wonder. Spiritual wonder is what it is. It makes you think. They have a lot of new series on there. They got they got this one series on there that's really interesting. My daughter watches it. It's called The Originals. They've got so many. It's like, how can you ever be bored? And for me, the TV doesn't bother me. If it's something that doesn't resonate for me, I'm not going to take to it. So I'm not programmed by the TV at all. At all. Like, why would you let a TV program you? You're just kind of watching, and it's like it's a show. It could be, it would be, it's a lot of times it's fictional. Sometimes you'll see your documentary. So TV doesn't kill people, spirits kill people. So now I will tell you this: spirits can travel through these TVs. Yes, they can. They can travel through phones. But I feel that if you have your area or your space grounded enough, which is why a lot of people put their TVs over their fireplaces. If you are grounded enough, but I don't know, I'm not going to put a TV over my fireplace because I have a real fireplace. It's not one of those gas starters. I think you can put a TV over that because I had a TV like that in my first house that I moved in, Lawrence. I had my TV mounted above the fireplace. But it was because it was one of those switch fireplaces. You just flip the switch and there's not a lot of heat. When you have a fireplace going, a fireplace will literally heat up your whole house, which is why bigger homes, like larger homes, have more than one fireplace. But actually, since there's a chimney running up the side, I could actually get a fireplace in my bedroom. It's not impossible because the chimney runs up the side of my bedroom, because I would like to have a fireplace in my bedroom. It would be a big project to do for this house, but I think it would be worth it later on if I decide to buy this house, which I totally want to buy this house. And I'm gonna check and see, with them, what would be, because by the time my lease is up, which I'm not gonna say when, but by the time my lease is up, I'll be prepared to purchase this house. So, and then Kate Barker comes to mind because Kate Barker, back in her day when I was Kate, it was unheard of to rent houses, and I was able to rent this amazing house right by the lake. And it was literally unheard of, and she started that trend. People started to rent out houses and stuff. But see, that's why landlords check your criminal history, though, because of her. Because if they'd have known she was wanted by the feds, and she was, they was not going, there was no way that she would ever get out of that alive, because she had robbed like 15 banks. But now in this day and age, the banks are the enemy. You see what I'm saying? So she's actually a hero in a sense. I think that she regrets messing up a family or hurting a family, but she was raised poor, like in poverty, like literally poor before food stamps and WIC ever existed. If you didn't have nothing to eat, you just went to bed hungry. And that doesn't mean that you love your parents less. It just some people just they don't have that knowledge, or maybe it just so she grew up in poverty, in extreme poverty conditions, and it tends to mess with you. So being able to connect with that, and I think poverty is unfair, but I also think that in order for you to get yourself out of that, you're going to get yourself out of it, because nobody else is going to get you out of that. People can help you, they can assist you. You know what I'm saying? They can give you the knowledge, or they can even give you the strength. I do work for people to help them. But, as far as waiting for the government to do it, I don't know. They're helping. I think that the second round of stimulus checks just went out. So a lot of people are taking that money and they're investing it. I know that when I get it, I'm going to invest it in a gaming system, because I would love, not all of it, but I'm going to invest some of it in a gaming system for the family. Um, and I want to get a newer one. I want my family to be able to play like the game of life and Monopoly and stuff. And I want to get us plenty of controllers. But I'm also going to invest that money back into my business. I'm going to invest in, the things. Ty, hold on. Ty, is Jacob outside? Bless Beltane to you too, goddess. Can you see? Is the door open? Okay. Is he upstairs? Okay. I just wanted to make sure because do you see any packages? I'll go and look and see if we have any packages in the front, at the front. They are taking forever to deliver our packages, but I know that they will be here. Hey, wild card crystal ball lovers, Lady Liberty. Hello. It is very cozy. And I'm hearing those other kids outside. I'm like, what is going on? Um, it is very cozy, and I do want to like that would be something that I would ask, obviously, I guess a home improvement specialist or whatever, about that. I feel that the house doesn't want a garbage disposal though. I don't think I would ever make that upgrade, but I think that a fireplace in the bedroom, like a real fireplace in the bedroom, because they would just have to cut out that wall and just put the fireplace. It may have to be a corner. Usually they have to do like a corner. But the chimney runs smack dab up and it runs past my bedroom, so I would absolutely be able to do it. They would have to knock that chimney out and open it up, okay, and so that they would be able to build a fireplace. But right, it's not too big exactly. So when I'm cleaning it up, because I'm thinking, I'm gonna be in my 50s and 60s, and who wants to? I mean, I guess if you have a house that big, you could, maybe afford to hire somebody to clean. But I think that once the kids leave the home and once they start to get older, you probably have to do less cleaning. Because with a 1 year old in the house, I mean, she just picks stuff up and then she'll drop it right there. And then she'll wobble along. And then she'll pick something else up and then she'll drop it. And next thing you know, 5 minutes later, I mean, she done turned the whole room inside out. So yeah, I feel blessed. I do. I do. And I knew that I would make this accomplishment because Spirit just kept saying, you already know that you got this. And then every time I would listen to this person, he would be trying to discourage me. So he could never be my man. I will never trust him again. He doesn't have trust. That's why my children are gonna have a trust fund and his won't. That's why my children will have a trust fund and his won't. Okay. You feeling good, unapologetic Ella? You should be because I got everything lit up. Thank you. He said, do I smoke a little ganja? I'll say this, boy. If I was in a legal state, boy, I'm thinking about taking a trip to Denver so I can go visit some of them. I'll be one of their first visitors after they open back up to some of these distilleries and stuff. Oh, this strain will just make you unbelievably happy and cheerful. Yes, give it to me. This strain will make you feel like you just ate a pineapple. Ooh, give it to me. So yeah, like some of this stuff that like if you can find a good street dealer in your town, if it's not legal, there are some people that get their stuff directly from the distilleries, though they take those trips, and I'm not gonna say too much. Oh my God, it's legal in Vegas. You smoke? Oh yeah, smoke and cook. Yes, yes, we can have some brownies and stuff. Yes. Oh yeah, is it four? No, it's past 4 o'clock, but yeah, it's 4:20 somewhere probably. Is it legal in Cali too? Yeah, Georgia gonna have to go on and give up the ghost. They gonna have to give up the ghost. It'll be legalized in Georgia soon. People that don't understand marijuana, they're afraid to smoke it because maybe the strain that they're smoking, or maybe their mind. Because I think that when you're smoking just even like some regular marijuana, it's gonna tap into your subconscious. Whatever is in your subconscious, that's what the marijuana is gonna pull to the surface. And a lot of people are afraid of that subconscious area of where those fears are at, and they'll freak out. They'll freak out, they'll feel like, oh, but so if you are around somebody that is not sadistic and you're afraid to smoke, like for example, me, if you come and kick it with me, and normally you're afraid to smoke it and it makes you feel kind of paranoid, if you're around me, it's not going to make you feel that way unless you already have that energy on you. But if you feel paranoid, you've got to meditate and work on yourself, because it really is. It is a very sacred herb, along with other herbs like wild lettuce leaf. If I make you some wild lettuce leaf tea, I can work on your subconscious and I'll be able to reach you. So we used to give people teas during these times because it's not the right thing to do to forget about it. The best thing to do is to face it. And I'm somebody that has had past life. I've had a lot of past lives, and I had past life transgressions because I've died violently in some of those lifetimes. And I'm still dealing. I know that if I feel a certain way, that's my past life with Kate Barker as her. And so now I know how to manage those things, to where you might feel like, ooh, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But then what makes me feel better is connecting and just knowing and dealing with that, and then talking to my past self, communicating with my past self. Okay. Shit. This thing does this. No PCP. Just THC, CBD. I don't need no DMT or PCP. I'm all, No. I say no to drugs. For me, it wasn't until I got up until my 30s and 40s when I began to travel through Missouri and Kansas. That's why traveling is so important. And so I just began to naturally connect with it. But then I would get triggered when I saw certain things, or I would feel really connected. Like, for example, Public Enemies is a movie that I saw, which was the depiction of Kate Barker and her sons. And this was the one with Alyssa Milano. They have made probably, like, I can't even count how many movies they have made about Kate Barker's life. So I've watched even the old ones and some of the older ones, but all of them are great because they all depict her energy. She hated being poor. She was going to change it no matter what. And that's exactly what she did. And her spirit still feels very rich because, she stole, millions. You know what I'm saying? And she don't really feel like she was stealing it. But there was some certain stuff that she had to deal with when a couple of the police officers had gotten murdered in the process of all of this. So, yeah, weed only. We don't do all that other stuff. Wild card. Now, I will tell you that some of those other drugs, they do take you to other places, but I think that those drugs, because marijuana is in fact an herb, correct? It's not a chemical. The chemicals is where I'm like, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And you can tell they tried to say that I was doing wet. Never. You can look at my ex was. That was him. I think he helped start that rumor too. Nah, that was him. And he is so sickly. He looks very sickly. He looks sick. He still smokes it, he still drinks, and he looks bad. He does. He doesn't look so hot. So I wouldn't like I'll be like, in your dreams, there's no way that, like somebody couldn't accuse me of doing meth or doing something like that, because it's like, well, we all know what happens with, and why would you want to do that? Like, I have natural energy. I think that marijuana is very different because it does assist with meditation. Some of those other drugs are like, I've been around people that have been on drugs. Like, I've been around people that have been on crack cocaine. Some of the people closest to me snorting tack, things like that. I've been around people my whole life on drugs. And there's a certain energy that they give you. I sort of feel kind of nervous because those energies don't resonate for me. That's why I've never tried cocaine. I've never been tempted to do any lines. I've had it offered to me before. And I had a cousin that got really, really mad. She got really mad at me because it was this guy, but he had seduced me. He was like a demonic seducer. And I hope she's not mad at me still. But he had offered me some cocaine, and I was just like, hell no. I was like, I don't do that. And when I told her that he offered me that, she got really mad. She was like, man, she said, see, that's why the fuck I don't want you hanging around with certain people and stuff, because she had gotten off into drugs and everything, and it's a bad thing. Stick with the marijuana. In fact, people that were on heavy drugs, they smoke marijuana as therapy. Okay, they do. And marijuana has been proven to reverse the effects of cancer. So, and so it's not a surprise that it was heavily demonized. And the people that demonized it probably were the people that were doing all the damn evil. Because if you doing evil and you smoke some marijuana, them energies are going to creep in and say, look at what you did. 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 But if you're not doing evil shit and you just on some kumbaya shit, you ain't got to worry about none of that. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You just like, yeah, man, I can see the stars. Yeah, man. You just like, fucking A, but when and that's why you got to get that stuff off your consciousness, and you actually got to switch your stilo. You got to change your fucking behavior. You have to change your frequencies. To a person that's lowered frequency, marijuana is going to be fucking horrible for them. But if your vibrations and frequencies is in a certain place, this is only going to expand you. You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand that. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Amanda Glaze. How you doing? Hey, sweetie. Hey, Amanda. They don't understand that. So when they smoke it, they get paranoid. They be like, and but it's not even really just paranoia. It does open up a gateway to your spirits and to other stuff that you gotta face, because you're already dealing with those things anyway. I don't care what you drink, what you smoke, what you eat, you're still going to have to deal with your spirits. There's no avoiding it, ever. So why not be intelligent about it? Why not be on top of it instead of below it? If you, and you know what I'm saying? So that, and I feel like anybody at any age can tap into their spiritual stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got to wait till, because they said, well, we're going to keep them on this program so we can feed off of them like a battery. And then maybe at the age of 30, 40, 50, 60, we'll let them tap into this energy. Until then, we're going to just keep fucking with them and keep fucking with them. So that's why I said give your children herbs, because those herbs are going to help ground them and connect them with nature. And it's going to help their little bodies heal. This is the reason why little 16-year-olds were dying of heart attacks, because all of that stress and strain on them, and then you're just doping them up, they're still experiencing it. Just because you make them forget, or just because, like, you literally make them more susceptible to the demons by doping them up off of these, psychotropics. So, I think that it depends on where you are, man. And I'll never go to school and try to be certified as a naturopath doctor. I will, however, I've thought about studying to become a midwife in my 70s and 80s. Being a midwife when I retire, I have thought about that. Just go ahead and get them. But, even with that bureaucracy and shit, I don't want to deal with it. That's why my spirits would not let me finish that program at Concord Career College. They let me go through the whole thing. It was 9 months, and they said, "Walk away. You're above that." And that's what started leading me down this path. And I wouldn't change it for one bit, even though I'm still paying on those student loans, deferring it and stuff too sometimes. Uh, so I mean, I want to do things natural. I think that just because we have technology does not mean that we have to turn into artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence has a lot to do with this as well. We can have the technology, but we can have nature at the same time. We can be connected to nature at the same time. We don't have to just become robots just because of technology. That is not why technology was created. It was created to communicate. I think our ancestors they communicate with us through movies. They communicate through us through music. So I thank the goddess for technology. I love it. Anything can be corrupted, but does that mean that corruption has to really affect you? Like, is there a way for you to counteract this stuff? And it is. It depends on how you're taking it. So I rarely take anything as a negative. The only thing I take as a negative, and I don't even take him as a negative either. But I just don't I'm like, get on something else. Like, my goddess, you act like I'm your wife. And I have not married you. That's why I got to get set up, y'all. It's starting to get a little dark outside. My tiki torches are still going. I'm about to go out there and get my candles lit. I should have ordered me some taper candles, but that's okay. I've got tea lights. I've got plenty of them. I'm waiting on my flowers to get here, y'all. So I feel like I'm allowing myself a couple of minutes extra rest. I'm going to take some oats out there because I've got some oats in there. You're supposed to use oats and barley and things like that, and berries and nuts. And I didn't get any nuts, but I have walnuts. I already have I just saved certain stuff, and I had bought some walnuts. And they're still fresh actually. So I have like a whole bag of them. And I'm gonna start putting them in bowls and stuff, and start putting my offerings and stuff out there. And of course, when I'm done with the walnuts, I'll throw them under the tree, and then squirrels will come and eat them. They'll be very appreciative. So I'll be making offerings to nature too. And I'll have you guys with me. We'll be outside in the dark. But y'all see it's getting kind of dark out there, but not quite. So I can't wait till I get everything set up. And I know that those flowers are going to raise up the frequency. I've got I bought 3 dozen. Actually, I didn't buy 3 dozen. I bought 2 dozen roses, I think red and pink. And then I got 7 sunflowers. So I bought some sunflowers too. And so, yeah. Oh, you watching Avatar? Yes. Yes. I like that movie. Oh, God. Hey, Orion's daughter. They not trolling today. Hey, guys, the groceries are here.
Groceries not. Oh, this.
Go tell Ty the groceries are here, please. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, 16 thumbs down. Yeah, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. It's like if you don't want people to have a negative, If they don't like it, they're like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm at a thumbs down. I don't like it. And you know that ain't nobody but Mike and his crew. Nobody else would do that. Like, if it were not for him, I would not get thumbs down. He's been doing it for years. He's such a disgusting piece of crap.
The phone, Mom. Phone.
Well, let me see if they delivered it yet. Yes, I'm gonna watch a witchy movie tonight. I wanted to watch Firstborn again. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Firstborn. It's a really good movie that will. I think it's a Netflix original, so I'm sure it's still on Netflix. Let's see if his thing is here. Yeah, I didn't even want to leave my sunroom because the energies are so peaceful by those tea lights. I'm about to get my fire going in the house too. Hello. Thank you. Okay. I got him. I got him. Thank you. Look at what my husband brought for me, for us. My husband bought this, y'all. Sorry, I'm showing y'all my boobs. They go left to right. Like my left boob goes to the left and the right one goes to the right. They're actually perfectly positioned for breastfeeding. Got some red roses. Let me turn on my light now. Let's turn on the Easter tree. Hey, was it not ironic that picture of Kate Barker? It was so synchronized. Her standing by a tree. It wasn't a lit up tree because that was back in the 30s or 20s. But it was a tree. It looked just like this. Like, it's so weird. Yeah. So I got I got a dozen roses, red. I got a dozen pink roses. Okay. And then I think there's 7 of these sunflowers. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to get my basket, or actually my cauldron. I got to empty my cauldron. I got a lot of stuff to do to get prepared. So, God. I asked Spirit, when is he going to go away? We're just not going to say anything. We're going to try not to look at it. God, I can only imagine how long he's going to go on and on and on. Probably the rest of his life. I think that dude is going to have foul shit to say about me for the rest of his life. Because he's a foul individual. Just a foul person. My cauldron is just filled with ashes, y'all. I know y'all noticed that. Oh, Lord. And it's heavy, too. I got to go empty it out. Why are you following me around? Oh, my goddess. Guys, I'm going to get the cauldron emptied out, and I'm going to track on his package. I'm going to track his package because he has been bugging me about this. I told him it's going to take 2 days to get here. Apparently, his little brain doesn't understand that yet. But he's a kid, so I am going to go real quick, guys, and I will be back as I get more set up. Okay, so I'll be outside post ritual, of course, because maybe I'll do some of it on camera. But, I'm going to go out and commune with this divine masculine energy that bought me all of these flowers. And put all my stuff out there. I got to take my baskets outside. So I'm going to charge my phone up too, and I will be back a little bit later, and then we can get the party going, okay? And then I also Oh, she was really a sweet lady. She said, "Thank you so much. It was a pleasure serving you." Probably because all them roses and stuff. Yes. Oh, I love flowers too. I love them. Mm-hmm.
It's not pairing with the phone.
Okay. I've got to go, guys. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye.